I started taking Pilates classes almost 2 years ago, and I recently completed my 200th class. And since I started, so much has changed about me, both physically and mentally. So today, I want to go over how my body has changed, all of the physical and mental benefits, and go over the financial commitment as well. I'll also share all the lessons that I learned along the way, and you'll see the natural progression my body has gone through from February of 2024 to now November of 2025. And before I begin, even though I've been taking classes for almost 2 years, let me add that I am not a professional, okay? I'm not an instructor. I just want to share my journey and what I've learned. So for me, Pilates was the first exercise that I was actually able to stick with. And I've tried other things like Zumba, I've done HIIT classes before, and typically I would do it for a while, but then I'd miss a class for whatever reason, and then I'd never go back. But since I started Pilates, I've been going consistently. I go 3 days a week, and I only miss classes when I'm sick or if I'm traveling. So if it's dark, cold, or rainy outside, I still go. If I already have plans with friends, I rearrange things throughout the day so that I can still do both things. If a boy asks me out and I already booked a class, I tell that boy to reschedule because I'm not missing class over anyone. Okay. And I'm laughing, but I'm serious. I'm like, I have done that before because you have to plan time to work out like it's any other commitment in life. Because if you don't, something else will pop up and you'll end up skipping your workout. So figure out if you like working out in the morning, the noontime, or evenings, and block off that time and don't move it for anyone or anything. I've also realized that I keep going back because I genuinely enjoy it. It's fun. It's challenging, but in a rewarding type of way. And I've learned about myself that if I'm not having fun, I will eventually give up. And when I'm in class, sometimes I feel like I'm a gymnast or even an acrobat because I'm able to move my body in ways I didn't think I could. And every time my instructor tells me to do a new move, yes, sometimes I'll look at her like she's crazy, but then I actually do it and I'm surprised or impressed with myself. And even from the very beginning of this journey, I've always been stronger than I thought I was. And it taught me to trust my body and to try new things, even if they scare me. And one major thing that I want to point out is you can't outwork a bad diet. Spoiler alert. If you make it to the end of this video, you'll see that I do not have a six pack. Never say never, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever have visible abs. Why? Because I like food. I like to eat. I like French fries, bread, and pasta. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever have abs. And you have to decide what's important to you. Do you want to look really fit or do you actually want to be fit? Currently, I'm choosing to actually be fit. And by that, I mean my body is the strongest it's ever been. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. And I move my body almost every day. I feel great. So I'll let y'all be the judge of if I look fit or not. But I know my body and how it used to perform versus how it performs now. And there's no comparison. So just know if I ever give up French fries and switch them out to celery sticks or something like that, just know you won't be able to tell me anything. Okay? Just letting y'all know now. Anyway, back to the video. So Pilates is amazing for your core. And I have lost inches around my waist since starting. And when I first started, I basically had no core strength, or at least that's what it felt like. So things like just getting off the couch used to require me to like thrust my whole body up in order to get off the couch. And now I can just lift my body up and I use my core. And when I sit down, I can just lower myself down into the chair instead of having to let gravity take over. So, people who like when they're sitting down, they don't actually sit down. They kind of just fall back and they let gravity take over. Like, yeah, I used to be that person at the age of 31. 2 years ago, I used to be that person, but now I have built core strength and I can just sit down. So, yes, it is cool to see changes in the mirror, but I also get excited about the small improvements to my everyday life. And I've also learned about breath work. So you'll see in the videos that I'm constantly breathing through my exercise. Your breath work is crucial because it allows you to perform better and finish the workout correctly. And I'm able to have a better connection with my mind and body. So if my instructor needs me to correct my position, I'm able to do so quickly because I'm more aware of my body. Another thing that surprises people is that mat Pilates is harder than the reformer machine. Most people think the reformer machine is intimidating when they first see it, but the reformer is your friend. It provides assistance and carries your body weight, which makes some exercises a lot easier. So when I first started mat Pilates, it was extremely humbling. Okay. I had been doing reformer Pilates for months before I tried mat, and I thought it was going to be easy. I was wrong. Okay. Mat Pilates is you lying down on the floor on a mat. There is no assistance. You have to be able to support 100% of your body weight, which is why I recommend people start out on the reformer. And to be honest, if I had started with mat Pilates first, I don't know if I would have kept coming back, because to me, it's significantly harder than the reformer. And I probably would have given up, and I probably wouldn't have reached 200 classes, and this video never would have been made. So that's my recommendation. Start with reformer if you're nervous. Now, let's talk about the history of Pilates. Pilates was started by Joseph Pilates, and his earliest clients were gymnasts, dancers, and soldiers in hospital beds. Pilates was intended to heal people from injuries, build up your strength, and learn how to move your body with control. In fact, if you've ever done physical therapy, you've most likely done a few Pilates moves as well. They are very similar in how they help you heal and listen to your body. And Pilates is so universal because it doesn't require much equipment. And at the most basic level, it's just your body and a mat. And I know earlier this year that girl went viral for saying that Pilates is just for certain types of people, or how it's not meant to be accessible to people. And anyways, back to the conversation. I'm here to say that Pilates is for everybody. Young, old, black, white, tall, short, male, female, thick, thin, rich, or broke. It does not matter. And if you've ever been to a class and the other people there made you feel like you didn't belong, I'm so sorry, because you do belong. You have a right to be there just like everyone else. And speaking of rich or broke, let's talk about how much this costs. So yes, Pilates can add up. I started with a monthly membership of $200, and with that, I could do 12 classes per month. It was an investment in myself, and I don't regret it, but not everyone can afford that price. So, some tips that I would give are to shop around to different studios. There's franchises, like if you've heard Club Pilates, but then there's also like boutique studios that are local and independently owned. Another tip: reformer Pilates is usually more expensive than mat Pilates. Also, instead of having a membership, you could pay per class. You can look on sites like Eventbrite or meetup.com to see if anyone is offering free Pilates classes. It does happen more often than you may think. There's also things like ClassPass. So there's different ways that you can at least like get introduced to Pilates and just start. You could also do like I did. So I started working for a Pilates studio. That's my virtual assistant job if you've seen my other videos. And that brought the cost of my membership down. And since I've been laid off this year, someone has offered to cover the cost of my membership. So currently I'm able to take classes for free. So that is just another way, like that's another option. Someone special in your life could gift you a class. Christmas will be here before you know it, and that would make a great gift. So, you can go ahead and send this video to someone that you would like to sponsor your Pilates journey, and tell them that you want to be like me and you want to reach your 200th class. So hopefully that works out for you. And if you can't tell by now, I'm a Pilates girl for life. I'm currently 33, and I know my body is going to keep changing over the years. And I can already tell a huge difference from when I started 2 years ago. And I can't help but wonder how my body will look and feel when I'm 43 and still doing Pilates 3 days a week. I also don't have kids yet, and I know Pilates will really help into my motherhood journey, helping with my core and pelvic floor. Or if I keep it up for decades and I'm 70, still fit, still active, and have great mobility because I never stopped. And like I said earlier, yeah, aesthetics are great, but I really keep showing up to class because it's fun. I've met great people along the way, and I want to take care of the 43, 53, 63, and so on versions of me. And for me, Pilates has been the most consistent way to take care of myself. For you, it may be something else, but whatever it is, I hope you find your thing.